Welcome to HS Story Lab. I can still hear the ripping sound of wrapping paper hitting the floor. My mother didn't even bother opening the box gently. She tore it open like she was expecting something grand, something extravagant like the lighthouse she'd been hinting about for months. Her 60th birthday, a milestone, a stage she wanted to climb higher on, demanding applause. She expected me to deliver the crown jewel. Instead, she lifted the lid, glanced at the black velvet box inside, and then without even opening it, shoved it back at me. Is this a joke? Her voice cut sharper than glass. She didn't look at me. She looked at the guests, scanning their faces, making sure they saw her disgust. Then she tossed it into the trash, the sound echoing louder than the clink of champagne glasses. You're completely useless, she said. That was the moment, the shift, the final proof of what I'd known for years, but had buried under duty. When I was a child, my mother told me love was measured in what you could give her. Birthdays weren't celebrations, they were exams. Failed to deliver and you failed her. My father, before he remarried, used to warn me softly, she will never be satisfied, no matter what you do. I never wanted to believe him. I thought maybe if I worked hard enough, earned enough, been enough, she'd soften. But my mother thrived on the hunger she created in others. She dangled affection like bait, knowing I would chase it, and I did for years, until she threw me away. Just like that, an open box. What she didn't know was what rested inside the velvet. I'd spent months preparing it, not for her, but for me, for this exact moment. It was my father's lake house deed, signed over, legally sealed. He'd left it to me before he died with one instruction: give it to someone who values you. I thought maybe, just maybe, I could finally hand it to her and she'd see me, not my paycheck, not my achievements, just me. But she didn't even open the box. I stayed calm. I didn't argue, didn't explain. Instead, I stood up, quietly walked to the trash, and retrieved the box. She discarded. People watched, whispering. She smirked, sipping her champagne, believing she had humiliated me. That's when my stepmother caught my eye. She was standing alone, near the window, her hands folded, watching with a sadness she tried to hide. She had never demanded anything from me. She had only ever offered warmth, even when I didn't deserve it. So I walked across the room, paced my mother's guests, and placed the velvet box into her hands. For you, I said. Her eyes widened. She hesitated, then opened it. Unlike my mother, the moment she saw the deed, her breath caught. Her hand trembled as she covered her mouth. Tears filled her eyes. You can't. I do. I whispered. The room froze. Conversation stopped. My mother's laughter died in her throat. What is that? She demanded. My stepmother looked at me as if waiting for permission. I nodded. She lifted the papers for everyone to see. My father's handwriting, his signature, the official seal. The lake house, she said softly. The color drained from my mother's face. Her jaw slackened, eyes darting between me and the box, as if replaying the moment she threw it away. The lake house. Her voice cracked. That was mine. That was supposed to be mine. No, I said, my tone steady. It was mine. Dad left it to me, and I gave it to the one person who never asked for it, never demanded it, and never treated me like I was worthless. Gasps. A murmur rippled through the crowd. My mother's facade shattered. She lunged toward the box, but my stepmother held it close, standing her ground. You can't do this. To me, my mother spat, her voice breaking into desperation. You owe me. I leaned forward close enough for only her to hear. No, I owe Dad, and I just honored him. That was my revenge. Not shouting, not fighting, just truth, timing, and silence. She collapsed back into her chair, stunned, her empire of control crumbling in front of her. Friends. She had wanted to humiliate me. Instead, she humiliated herself. And for the first time in my life, I walked away. Lighter, not bitter, not broken, just free. Sometimes revenge isn't about fire and fury. It's about handing the knife back to the one who sharpened it and letting them realize they cut themselves. I don't regret it. Not a single breath, because in the end, she finally saw the truth, and the lake house, the symbol of everything she wanted to own, was forever out of her reach. It belonged to love, not greed. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who'd love it.